Isn't it powerful when we learn acceptance? Learn acceptance of the way we look, and learn acceptance that we may have other challenges in life that other people do not face. I was born with I was born legally blind with hydrocephalus fluid on the brain. Fortunately, it went away on its own, but it did its damage. And I was born with chronic pain issues. It wasn't until the age of 50 last year that I understood that I had also had Costello syndrome. And Costello syndrome is very rare. Only around 1,500 people approximately have it in the world. It's still not quite understood. There is no cure. And I had to learn and love to love myself, and I had to learn many tough lessons. And that came with its own challenges. Acceptance. We all, I believe, have had challenges in some part of our lives with acceptance. But what if you face more barriers? What if you face more obstacles and more challenges than perhaps is fair? What if people have narratives of you, including family members, that you are fragile when you are trying to strive to show the world you're not, or that you won't amount to too much when you're trying to strive to the world that you're not? But more importantly, you're trying to say it to yourself that I'm better than the sum of my parts, that I am better than what I have to endure, that I am better than with me my mental health challenges, including my disabilities, and on top of my disabilities, and on top of that, addictions that I had. But I am sober now. And what if the challenges in my life led me on a journey where I never thought it would? On meeting people that I never thought I would meet, on understanding myself on a whole different level, and understanding my purpose and my journey on a whole different level. I was very, very blessed to have the parents that I had. Yes, they overprotected me in my personal life, but they pushed me in my educational life and my career. And I've had a successful one. I have a good mentor who reminds me that I have pushed through life and my challenges despite my disabilities or other abilities, my Costello syndrome, the fluid on the brain, being legally blind, being the chronic pain, and they are all attached together and they are all attached to me. I learned from my mother to live life with grace and that life had a purpose, and that each one of us, with our disabilities, with whatever we bring in tow in this world, are gifts and have value and have strengths. Do I believe that my parents had their own pain seeing that I had pain? Without a doubt. Do I believe that they might have had some guilt and some wish that I didn't go through what I did? Without a doubt. Did they wish that the umbilical cord was cut earlier? Unfortunately, in my situation, we wouldn't know because it was ripped away from me when they both died in the same year. And these are the reasons why I completely want to endure and want to heal, because I can show people, families, and people with other abilities, special needs, that they have value, that they are gifts to this world, and that despite the insurmountable amount of challenges they endure, they can live this world with grace, with value, with acceptance, with compassion, with empathy, with the understanding that wherever they are, whoever they might be, whatever gone in their way, whoever and however they acted because of it was part of learning about acceptance for themselves. I acted poorly in my life, manipulator. I am not that anymore. And it was out of immense pain, immense insecurity, immense devaluing of myself, because that was not only the narratives I was giving myself, but the narratives I heard from others. What I have learned is that if we value ourselves, if we live a purposeful life, if we live a life with integrity, with honor, and we find a purpose in life, if we find a passion in life, if we find good people in our life, if we connect with this amazing world and amazing limitless potentials it has to offer, then it does not matter what others think of ourselves. What is more important is what you think of yourself. And if you live this life with grace, with making amends when you need to, and keeping your side of the street clean, it doesn't matter. And nothing else matters as long as you live this life realizing that you are special, that you are worthy, that you have gifts, that you're on a journey in life for a reason. And you will find your reason. You will find what drives you, what moves you. You will find that in yourself. And if it takes your whole life, that doesn't matter. Even if it took me until the age of 50 and I'm realizing I'm very proud of who I am, very proud of myself, with looking differently, with the addictions that I've had, learning to circumvent narratives I've had on myself, learning to circumvent narratives that others have had of me, whether they were in the community or whether they were family members or old friends or old whatever. The fact that I saw my potential, that I see my gifts and I see my value, and I want to be an advocate for others to do the same. Family, loved ones of a person with a disability, and the person with a disability. I want to be able to show them that life has potential that we have never discovered. And if we take time to discover it, we have found our way. And that is the recipe and the secret of life, is finding our way with everything that we bring into this world, and realizing that way is purposeful, gifted, dignified, it is honorable, it can be altruistic, it can be empathetic, it can be compassionate, it can be dignified. But we have to find our own way. And we need to go through that dark forest. But there is a light on the other side of it. I am living proof of that. And you can find that. And if you need help finding it, I would be honored to help you in doing so.